All right, you're welcome to this part of the training. So in this particular part, we'll be actually producing this flyer. It's actually a social media flyer. Now, there's actually a difference between social media flyer and any other flyer. One thing about social media flyer is that social media flyer contains less information, but just do that less information communicates a lot. So you just pass your message across shortly. You can't compare it with this one. All right, let's just show you the other one we'll be doing. Okay, but you can just compare with this one. This you can't compare. This one is like it's well detailed, and this one too is well detailed. But social media flyer, it just contains less information and they communicate very well, just like this one, this other one. All right, so without any further ado, let's just go straight into the class. So the first thing we'll be doing here is that we'll actually be coming to this place here. I clicked on this Instagram 1:1, then I'll just come here and delete this one. So the next thing I'll be doing here, I'll just be coming to the image size. I love using image size 7,000 because 7,000 by 7,000, because actually the resolution, it gives me a better resolution compared to the 3,000 by 3,000. All right, so what I'll be doing next is that I'll just be coming here to this place here, then click on color, then I'll click on color gradients. This is color, the first one, then I'll click on the second one. Yeah, so I'll click on the plus icon. Sorry about that. So I'll click on this one, or I'll click on the paint buckets. Then I'll click on this pencil. Alright, so I'll just tap on the screen beside it. I'll be introducing the X code, the color X code for that one. It is FE. Every particular color have their X code, but in the X code there's nothing like 0. We're only having 0. O, we're only having 0. So XEB O03. Then I'll press this check button there. It's necessary. If I click on OK, it's not going to give me. And you can see this is not actually what I inputted, but that's what is there. But when I click on this check button now, so you can see it has now changed. So that's actually what I wanted. So now this part has changed successfully. I'll click on the other side, this other side. Then I'll click on the paint bucket. Then I'll click on the pencil again. Then I'll click on this side. So once I've clicked on that side, I'll be using FF9D02. Then I'll be clicking on the check button. The check, okay, now it has changed again. Then I'll click OK. Then OK. All right, so this is what I want. Then I'll click on OK. You can see my background has successfully changed. So we just go straight and click on this check icon. So the next thing is I'll be bringing in what I'll be using for my design. Let's first just go and bring our pizza. All right, so, or should we just bring in our text first? Okay, let's just bring in our text first before we start bringing anything. All right, so I'll just be coming here. I'll be using Montserrat extra bold. Montserrat extra bold. So this is extra bold. Then I'll click on OK. Actually taught us how to extract font. Chop pizza. This should be the size. Let me commit size and increase it to 58. Alright, so I'll be adding stroke to it. Stroke of about 20. Now, alright, so you can see the stroke, the paint is white, but I actually want the stroke to be in white. But once I put, because the main color of it is actually white, if I choose white, you're not going to be seeing anything. Or let's just choose in the color first, because of the sake of the beginners that are here. That's how I'm actually doing like that. If not, I would have just changed it there straight. Then I come here and change it. So I'll click on color here. Then I'll change it to, I'll click on plus. Then I'll be using this other part, this one that looks like eyedropper, this one here. So I'll click on it. Then you can see the automatically gives me what I'm having in the screen, in my screen. I can actually steal color from here. Probably for example, now let me just bring in an image, any image. All right. Okay, let's just bring in one of what we'll be using. Let me just bring in the pizza. Okay. So I'll be increasing this. Let me just come here, increase the size of it, pizza. Relative size to about 93. Okay, let me just drop it here. So let me make sure it's at the center by clicking this one and this one to get 1, 2. No, not that one. Let me bring it here. Okay, I think I'm okay with it here. Then I'll just be clicking just this one. So then I'll just come here and lock it. So when I click on the chop, I come here, come to the color, I click on the plus icon, I click on the eyedropper again. So you can now see it's now giving me another option. Like now, for example, let's just see, I'm going to place this behind that, or the leaf that is on it. The leaf that is on it, you can now see that the color here is now green. If I put it to this tomato, you can see the color is actually changing. As long as I'm putting it there, you can see the color here is changing as long as I'm taking it around. All right, so but let me just click it. That's not where I want. I'll just take it here and I'll click on this. All right, so that has given me that one. Then I'll come to my stroke, come to stroke. They'll change the color to white. Perfect. So this is what I want. So I'll make it like this. Chop. Alright, so I'll double it. Alright, so I'll double it again. I'll copy it again. So I'll edit it to or, because actually, why I actually did that one, because it is actually the same size I used in the design. Alright, so I'll just come here, copy this, increase the size to about, let's just say 74. Okay, it's perfect. So I'll just come here, edit this thing. I'll make my P in capital letter, pizza. Alright, so I'll just click on OK, then just place it beside this guy here. Let's just check if I'm actually positioning this thing well. Wow, I can't find my, let's bring it, I'm coming, let me just check in this. Wait, okay, Pixellab. Alright, so I guess I'm not actually placing this, positioning it very well, because you can actually see if I'm to position it this way, there won't be space. Okay, let's just do it this way. Okay, so chop pizza. Alright, so come here again, rotate this guy here. So when you're actually trying to do this thing, first just try to save time by actually doing, wow. Alright, so I'll just click on this one, then I'll just copy this pizza, copy it, then I'll place it beside this one. So after I've done that, I'll just come to edit, then I'll turn to break, no, break fast. Right, so I'll just bring it here. You can see now, see that the breakfast is actually all right. So let's just go ahead with it and just do it that way. So let's just put it here like this. So I guess I'm okay with this, but I have to put this thing up a little. Oh, let me just bring in my pizza. Yes, from here I brought in my pizza down a bit. Then the position of this thing was not actually positioned this way, so I have to just come down, bring in my pizza bit down. All right, so come here and lock it. So, and now just come here, click on this button, this check button, the check button. Then I'll click on this. Then I'll click on chop too. I'll click on this one that has pencil with it, that like the screen and pencil. I'll click on it. Then I'll click on this one, so it will enable me to actually move them together, because I actually highlighted that I want to move them. So right, so okay, I like this one this way, so I'll just go ahead and do what I want. So I'll be coming to this place now, the plus I button. So, go to gallery. So by this place is actually my download, but okay, there's something I want to take in here. I want to bring it from here, just to something. Actually used it for my background. I should have brought that one first. I actually wanted to deal with that the text first before bringing those images, but better still good, you can actually bring it in now. I could have just paused this video and just bring it, but I just want us to see what I'm bringing in. So I'll bring in this one, this guy. So I'll just have to increase the size. Now normally if I want to increase the size, I just come to use relative size, then draw it to 100, but it's not actually giving me something. This is not actually what I want. I actually want it to cover the entire screen. It's not. Now it has actually covered I'll go to it. I'll make sure it's at the center. Click the two that's in the middle. Then I'll now come here and change the color to completely white. Change the color to white. So I'll reduce the opacity to 5 completely. So I'll just send it to the back, so I'll just come and lock it. Go ahead and lock it. All right, so we've gotten our background. So chop breakfast, chop pizza, chop breakfast. So I'll just go to my gallery again. There's actually this onion that I want to bring in. So let me just pause this video. So this is the onion. I've clicked it. So I've brought it inside. I placed it somewhere around here. Or let me just reduce the size and put it here. Alright, so I'll be coming to this place again. So I'll be bringing in everything I need. So I've brought in everything I'll be needing from this design. So I'll just reduce this tomato. I'll put it here. Okay, so let me just go there and lock it. I come to this one, then I'll just come to the crop. So you can as well use eraser, any one, the one I'll be needing. I just come there and just choose, go there and just, okay, let's just take this one. Then I'll click on this one. Alright, so I'll put it here. Alright, so this one here, this guy, I kept it here. So this one, I'll copy this one. So when I copy it, it's also known as duplication. Alright, so when I copied it, I put it here. So, and this one too, once I copy it, sorry, actually, that's the benefit of actually you locking your design when you're using it. So this is 1 2 3 4 5, 1 2 3 4 5. So I think there's one extra, should be one extra. Okay, it's complete. 1 2 3 4 5, 1 2 3 4 5. All right, so that's that for that. So I'll just be coming to this guy here. Maybe I'll just bring it up a bit. So I guess we're done with the design, we're done with it. So let me just lock this one. Let me just lock everything. Don't want them to be moving. All right, so that's it's actually giving my design something different, like a different feel. All right, so chop pizza or chop breakfast. So I'll just come here, come to my text. I'll use Montserrat extra bold there. So I'll be using Montserrat bold, yeah, just bold. Then I'll edit it to just Zazie Graphics. You can put whatever name you like. Zazie Graphics. I want to make sure it is in small letter. All right, so then the next one is, so this one, what we're doing now, there are actually particular two ways you can actually do it. So it's either I just come here, reduce the radius, the main, so just come here. All right, so let's see. Okay, so that's settled. I just click on this, change it to black. No, not black now. I'll click on this sky, the color of the background, the same color of this chop pizza. Then I'll just leave it here. Then take this one, put it there. What I'll be doing, I'll be sending it to the back. Then, so you know what? Let's just come here, go up there, and put it on top of the pizza. Now it's quite big anyway, but this is not actually practically what I'll be using. So we can still just come here and adjust it. Alright, so and still put our pizza. So you can now see it is perfect. The pizza is actually too big. Zazie Graphics is kind of too big for me. So when I just come to this place and just make sure it's at the center, and also come to this place, make sure it's at the center. All right, so this is perfect. Well, and the second way of doing it is still just knowing the text. I've already chosen the color of the text. Come to this background, enable it, then come and choose the color white. So I'll increase the left padding by 4. Let me increase the right padding 2 by 4. Then by, let's say, 4. Also by, let's see, is it balanced? Does it look balanced in my eye? At times this art naturally misbehaves. So let me use, okay, 21 is okay. So I think I have to give it, increase the, no, not the top. Alright, so I'll just increase the right. Also increase, let me just make it 11. Alright, so see, we actually got the same thing. So I'll just be coming here, I'll put it here. Now I have to bring in moving this guy to move it to the front. Then doing this one somewhere around here. So let me just check the size first. Okay, 24, yeah, I'm okay with 24. I don't want it to be too big. So I'll just come here and make sure it's at the center. Then I'll I'll click on the screen. No, let me lock this one now. Let me lock this. I'll click on the screen. again. Now I'll click on this part because I've actually clicked on, I'm not clicking on anything. That's why it's working. If something is highlighted, it's not going to work. So I'll just I'll click on this draw here. I'll increase the pen size to about, let's say, okay, 56 is okay. Now I'll increase the blur radius. Then I'll just click on, by automatically the color is in black. So I'll just click the screen. So you click the screen before you click on this check. So then I'll click on the check. So I've gotten, that's one way you can actually create a drop shadow. All right, so I haven't done this. All right, you can see what I'm doing. I'm just making, okay, I'll send it to the back. Now just as if it is like that particular guy here is, all right, so let me also make sure it's at the middle. I'm clicking on this one. I clicked on this one. If I click on the 2, it's going to send it to the top. If I, for example, okay, let me just click on, no, first, let me just click on the 2 now. I'm clicking on these 2 together. Click on these 2. You can see it have moved the arrow. You see it has moved it somewhere around here. Right, so let me now go here and lock it. So the next thing, I'll just come here. Maybe just still click on the Zazie. I'll just copy it. Since it's the same thing I'm writing, okay. All I just do is come to this guy, change the font size, change it to regular. Okay. So maybe I'll just edit, put CF, CX as the graphics. Then I'll come to this, I'll come to the color, change it to white. You're now actually seeing some. So this was actually what I wanted to do before. Then I'll come to stroke. Then I'll hide the stroke. No, not the stroke now. It is this background. All right, so this is practically what I want to do. Now, actually this thing is actually, it's okay. So I actually wanted to shift it, move it to the front a bit, because this base I'm not okay. Let's just manage it there. Now there's actually a reason I put this CF. Now there's a particular font I want to make use of again. No, I actually made use of Montserrat regular for this. So I have a social media icon font. You can see the place I highlighted, social media. So when I click on this social media icon font, you see that place, those 2 parts that I highlighted has changed. Actually, let me just pick the one I need. So I've actually seen the one I need, this one. Click on this, you can see, so it has actually changed. Social media icons, it has actually, so let's still make sure it's at the center. So practically that's all for this design. It's actually simple. So I took about 23 minutes trying to design it because I was actually teaching. So it's just come here. If you don't like the position of any one of them, but I think I'm okay with this. But the pizza is not kind of a little, not kind of balanced. But we still have choose one. We use come here to make. So let's just, now if I'm okay, you see, choose one, then you click on this. All right, you can see that is actually changing to F and this thing. So I'll just come here, go back and choose Montserrat bold. Yeah, it is bold. Or should we make it extra bold? Since you use extra bold for the rest. Yeah, extra bold also do it. Alright, what's the size? I use the size of is it 24? Right. So I'll now just come here and move it to this path here. Now let's just move it here. Alright, so since I move it here, so I'll just come to this guy here, click on just text, chop or chop pizza. Right, so then I'll click on this guy, click on which of them, this one, then now move it. Alright, we'll just move it there, then I clicked OK. So instead of just actually saving the stress of using my hand to rotate that stuff, I can actually use this rotation. It will assist a lot. So, alright, so that's all for this design. So just come here and save. So now saving is going to, because it's in 7x7, it's actually going to take me a long time. But when I save 7,000 by 7,000, it's going to give me, all I just need to do is click on this save to my gallery. And so some people actually do save to ultra, but that custom size, when I've already set it 7,000 by 7,000, it's actually giving me a better quality compared to that ultra. And now when I just save it, it's going to, so I don't want to save it. Alright, so that's all for this video. We'll see you in the next one.